हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। स्टूडेंट, ये यूनिट 5 वीडियो लेक्चर पार्ट 3 है। इसमें हम लोग पढ़ेंगे इंट्रोडक्शन टू डेटा कम्युनिकेशन एंड कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स। सो स्टूडेंट, प्रीवियस वीडियो लेक्चर पार्ट 2 में हम लोगों ने बेसिक्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम पढ़ा था। अब यहाँ पर हम डेटा कम्युनिकेशन पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, ठीक है। एंड स्टूडेंट, व्हाट इज डेटा कम्युनिकेशन। यहाँ पर देखिए, हियर देयर आर टू टर्म्स, डेटा एंड कम्युनिकेशन। सो व्हाट इज डेटा एंड व्हाट इज कम्युनिकेशन। So first we will understand what is data. Okay. So in data communication, data means we are talking about electronic or digital data. So digital data is the information processed or stored by the computer. Okay, this information may be in the form of text, image, audio clips, software programs, video clips, movies, etc. So data means, if we are talking about data in data communication, so we data means text, maybe image, maybe audio clips, maybe software program, maybe video clips, maybe movies, etc. So इफ हम इन सारी चीज़ों को जनरलाइज फॉर्म में कह सकते हैं, ये सारे हमारे दीज आर डेटास। ओके, सो डिजिटल डेटा may be processed by the computer CPUs and stored in files and folders on the computer hard disk. Okay, and what is communication? I have told you in the previous video lecture. Communication is the process of establishing a connection or link between two points for information exchange. So if we combine both two words, so what is data communication? Data communication is the exchange of information or data between two points or devices via channel. Okay, channel is very important. So data communication is the process using computing and communication technologies. See here, computing and communication technology, both computing and communication technologies to transfer data from one place to another place. Okay, so see here, these are two very important terms here, computing and communication. Okay, so what are the components required in data communication? See, if we consider communication between two computers, see here, data, what is data communication? Data communication is the process of using computing, means here we require computers and computer networks and communication technologies. So in data communication is the process using computing and communication technologies, okay, to transfer data from one place to another place. Okay, this is very important definition which will explain what is data communication. Okay, so see, what is the components of data communication system. If we consider communication between two computers, because in data communication system we are talking about the computers and communication technology. So if we consider communication between two computers, then data communication system will be, suppose this is computer 1, this is computer 2. So it is sender, it is receiver, and we, this is a channel. Okay, channel or medium, and this is our message signal. Okay, so what are the components present in data communication? There are 5 components present in data communications. First, message. See, this is message. Second, sender. Third, medium. Fourth, receiver. And fifth one is protocol. Here a new term is added, that is protocol. I will explain it further. What is protocol? Okay. So See, what is message? Message is nothing but the information or data. Generally, we are talking about data. So, message means this message is nothing but the information or data which is to be sent from one point, that is sender, to other point, that is receiver. Message can be in the form of sound, text, video, audio, etc. Combination of both. Okay. Second one is, what is sender? Sender is a device which sends the message. Sender is a device which sends the this message. Okay. And what is medium? Medium, it is the path over which message travel. This message travel from sender to receiver. Like that, there are two types of transmission media, like wired transmission media and wireless transmission media. Okay. Fourth one is receiver. It is the device. It is the device which receives the message. Like that, computers, mobile phone, workstations, etc. Now the fifth term is protocol. It is very important term. So what is protocol? Protocol is defined as a set of rules. Please be concentrate. Protocol is defined as a set of rules which governs data communications. Means ये मैसेज सिग्नल हमारा सेंडर टू रिसीवर कैसे जाएगा, किस रूल के थ्रू यहाँ से यहाँ तक ट्रांसमिट होगा, तो ये कौन डिसाइड करता है? ये प्रोटोकॉल डिसाइड करता है। ठीक है, तो प्रोटोकॉल क्या है? प्रोटोकॉल इज डिफाइंड एज अ सेट ऑफ रूल्स विच गवर्न्स, जो कंट्रोल करेगा किसको? ये मैसेज सिग्नल, कि हमारा मैसेज के सेंडर टू रिसीवर कैसे सेंड होगा। ठीक है, द कनेक्शन ऑफ टू डिवाइसेस टेक्स प्लेस वाया कम्युनिकेशन मीडिया or medium, but the actual communication between them shall take place with the help of protocol. Okay. Okay, so see students, प्रीवियस वीडियो लेक्चर में मैंने आपको बताया था कि इफ वी क्लासीफाई द कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेचर ऑफ सिग्नल, so we can classify the communication system like as analog communication and digital communication. Here we are talking about data communication. So don't be confused with these two terms, that I have told you that data, in data communication, if we are talking about data, then we are talking about electronic or digital data. So what is data communication and what is digital communication? So स्टूडेंट इन दोनों टर्म में कंफ्यूज मत होइए। ओके, देखिए, डेटा कम्युनिकेशन इज अ जनरलाइज्ड कम्युनिकेशन टेक्निक। ओके, डेटा मीन्स हम डेटा को एनालॉग ट्रांसमिशन भी कर सकते हैं, डिजिटली ट्रांसमिट भी कर सकते हैं, या मिक्स वे में भी ट्रांसमिट कर सकते हैं। बट डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन इज ओनली अ ट्रांसमिशन टेक्निक। आई होप आपको डिफरेंस समझ में आ रहा होगा। डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन इज ओनली अ ट्रांसमिशन टेक्निक, ओके, बट data communication is a generalized communication technique in which we can transmit data either in analog form, analog transmission, or we can transmit through digital transmission or in mixed way transmission. Okay. ओके, आई होप स्टूडेंट्स आप लोग को यहाँ तक सारी चीज़ें क्लियर हो गई होंगी। बट अगर किसी पॉइंट पर आपको अभी भी डाउट हो, सो प्लीज़ वीडियो को पॉज करके थोड़ा सा बैक जाइए एंड आपको सारी चीज़ें क्लियर हो जाएंगी। सो नेक्स्ट, डेटा कम्युनिकेशन मॉडल। ओके, दिस, so this is a general block diagram of data communication system. See here, this is a source, transmitter, then message signal means data goes to transmission system, then receiver, then finally goes to destination. So this is our source system, source and transmitter. This is our source system, and receiver and destination are our destination system, and transmission system. This is our medium. Okay. Transmission system may be wired or wireless. Okay. So what is source? Source where the data is originated, and transmitter, it converts data into suitable form for transmission through the medium. Okay. And transmission system, this is the medium. I have told you that it may be wired or wireless. So medium through which signal is sent, and receiver, it receives the message signal or data and convert it into data, make the signal or data suitable for the destination. Okay, receiver receives the data from this transmission system and convert it and make suitable for the destination, and destination where the data is sent. Okay, so this is a general block diagram of data communication system. Okay, so for data communication system, this system must be follow some characteristic. This system must be follow some fundamental characteristics, which are first delivery, in term of delivery, in term of accuracy, in term of timeliness. So what is delivery? The system must deliver data to the correct destination. ऐसा नहीं हो कि हमने डेटा रिसीव करना था हमको सिस्टम 2 पे, और डेटा हमारा ट्रांसमिट हो रहा है सिस्टम नंबर 5 पर. ऐसा नहीं, डिलीवरी एक्यूरेट होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. सेकेंड, एक्यूरेसी, द सिस्टम मस्ट डिलीवर डेटा एक्यूरेटली. ठीक है. सपोज सेम ट्रांसमिशन मीडियम पर कई सारा सिग्नल्स ट्रांसमिट हो रहे हैं, डेटा ट्रांसमिट हो रहे हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि किसी कोई ईमेल भेज रहा है तो उसको मूवी रिसीव हो जाए, या कोई मूवी डाउनलोड कर रहा है तो उसको कोई ईमेल रिसीव हो जाए. मीन्स जिसने जो सिग्नल ट्रांसमिट किया या रिसीव करना चाह रहा है, उसको एक्यूरेट डेटा रिसीव होना चाहिए. ठीक है. एंड टाइमलीनेस, द सिस्टम शुड ट्रांसफर डेटा विद इन टाइम. दैट मीन्स सपोज हम कोई ईमेल भेजते हैं, कोई किसी वेब पेज पर क्लिक करते हैं, तो वो एक विद इन टाइम वो पेज ओपन हो जाता है. ठीक है. या हम कोई फाइल डाउनलोड करते हैं तो किसी पर्टिकुलर विद इन टाइम डाउनलोड हो जाती है. मीन्स द सिस्टम शुड ट्रांसफर डेटा विद इन टाइम. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमने क्लिक किया अभी और हमको फाइल 1-2 दिन बाद मिल रही है, ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है. मीन्स जो हमारा डेटा ट्रांसफर होना चाहिए वो टाइमली ट्रांसफर होना चाहिए. ठीक है. So these are the basics of data communication systems. I hope students आपको यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया होगा. ठीक है. So अगर आपको अभी कोई डाउट हो इसमें, तो आप वीडियो को बैक करके थोड़ा सा पीछे देखें, फिर से इसको एक बार वीडियो को देखें, तो आपको सारी चीज़ें क्लियर हो जाएंगी. So now next is computer networks. Okay, very important. Computer network. What is computer network? So we are very familiar with this term computer network because we all are using laptop computer, personal computers. Okay. So what is computer network? A computer network is a group of two or more interconnected computer systems. Okay. That means suppose this is a computer network. See here many computers are connected to each other. Okay. By some topology methods. Okay. So this form a computer networks. Okay. So we can establish a network connection using either cable or wireless media. See here, all the computers are connected through some wire. Maybe it will connect through wirelessly. Okay, so but all these form a network because all these systems are connected through some network, or wired or wireless. Okay, every network involves hardware and software that connects computer and tools. Okay, we require some hardware and some software to govern this type of to control this uh, these computer networks. Okay, so a computer network is a system in which multiple computers are connected to each other to share information and resources. Okay, means there are suppose seven eight computers are connected in this network. So these computers can easily share or communicate with each other with the help of this network. They can share some movies, some video songs, and some other data. Okay, so with the help of this computer network is very helpful for us to share some information and resources with each other. Okay, within the network. आई होप आपको कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क समझ में आ गया होगा कि कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क की हमें नीड क्यों है, क्यों हम कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क बनाते हैं. ओके, so advantage of computer networks, it helps you to connect with multiple computers together to send and receive information when accessing the network. Okay, I have already told you. It helps you to share printers, scanner and email. Suppose students हमारे पास एक ही printer, scanner मशीन है and see यहाँ पर, और हमारे पास इतने ढेर सारे सिस्टम्स हैं, तो हम इतने ढेर सारे अगर प्रिंटर एंड स्कैनर परचेस करेंगे तो हमारे लिए बहुत कॉस्टली हो जाएगा. तो हम क्या करेंगे, सिंगल प्रिंटर स्कैनर यहाँ पे इंस्टॉल करेंगे और उसको थ्रू सम नेटवर्क टोपोलॉजी या थ्रू सम टेक्निक इसको इन सारे कंप्यूटर से कनेक्ट कर देंगे इस नेटवर्क में. तो सारे कंप्यूटर्स इस सिंगल प्रिंटर और स्कैनर को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. तो ये भी कितना बड़ा एडवांटेज है. It helps you to share information at very fast speed. ओके, सपोज अब कंप्यूटर वन को कोई फाइल इस कंप्यूटर को सेंड करनी है. ठीक है, अब ये पर्सनली अगर यहाँ से कोई डेटा लेके यहाँ से चल के यहाँ तक आएगा, ठीक है, फिर इसको यहाँ पे डेटा समझाएगा, उसमें कितना टाइम कंज्यूम होगा. बट यहाँ से इसने एक पेज टेक्स्ट टाइप किया और सीधे इस कंप्यूटर को सेंड कर दिया, तुरंत विद इन अ सेकेंड इस कंप्यूटर को वो मैसेज रिसीव हो गया. तो देखिए कितना वेरी फास्ट है ये इंफॉर्मेशन को शेयर करना. ओके, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कम्युनिकेशन इज मोर इफिशिएंट एंड लेस एक्सपेंसिव देन विदाउट द नेटवर्क. सिमिलर थिंग कि हम किसी इंफॉर्मेशन को प्रिंट करें, फिर प्रिंट करके दूसरे यूजर तक यहाँ तक उस इंफॉर्मेशन को कन्वे करें, तो वो बहुत ही कॉस्टली है. देन अगर हम यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म में ही उस इंफॉर्मेशन को यहाँ से यहाँ तक ट्रांसमिट करते हैं विद इन अ सेकेंड, सो वो बहुत ही इकोनॉमिक भी है एंड फास्ट कम्युनिकेशन प्रोसेस है. ओके, एंड डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ यूजिंग कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क. सो ओके, इतने ढेर सारे एडवांटेज है कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क यूज करने के, सो कुछ डिसएडवांटेज भी होंगे. ओके, सो डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या क्या है स्टूडेंट्स. सी, investment for hardware and software can be costly for initial setup. Oh, this is very costly because initially if you have to set up a large computer network, so you have to invest more money. If you don't take proper security precautions like file encryption, firewalls, and your data will be at risk. Oh, अगर आप एंटीवायरस या कोई फायरवॉल सिक्योरिटी या फाइल को इनक्रिप्ट फॉर्म में नहीं रखते हैं अपने हार्ड ड्राइव में, तो बहुत पॉसिबिलिटी है कि आपका डेटा चोरी हो जाए या डेटा को कोई एक्सेस अनऑथराइज एक्सेस मिल जाए। ओके, सो डेटा सिक्योरिटी भी बहुत बड़ा इशू है कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स में। तो ये बहुत बड़ा ड्रॉबैक है इसका, कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क्स का। थर्ड पॉइंट क्या है, सम कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द नेटवर्क डिजाइन में नॉट लास्ट फॉर मेनी years and it will become useless or malfunction and need to be replaced। ये तो हम सभी जानते हैं स्टूडेंट कि हमारी कंप्यूटिंग टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत ही फास्ट ग्रो कर रही है एंड विद इन 5 years हमारी पूरी पूरी टेक्नोलॉजी ही चेंज हो जा रही है। सो टेक्नोलॉजी चेंज होने से हमको फिर से हार्डवेयर को अपडेट करना पड़ता है या पूरा पूरा हार्डवेयर सेटअप ही चेंज करना पड़ता है, तो जो कि हमारे लिए बहुत ही कॉस्टली है और कभी कभी बहुत ही मीन्स हमारे लिए प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट करता है, जो कि हर बार हमारे लिए इजी नहीं होता है चीज़ों को पूरा पूरा सेटअप को रिप्लेस कर देना। एंड रिक्वायर्स टाइम फॉर कांस्टेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, या ये टाइम भी इसको चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर हमको अपने डेटा को सिक्योर करना है तो प्रॉपरली हमें मॉनिटर भी करना पड़ेगा कि कहीं से हमारे सिस्टम में कोई लूप होल तो नहीं है जहाँ से कोई अनऑथराइज पर्सन हमारे नेटवर्क को एक्सेस तो नहीं कर रहा है, तो प्रॉपर इसको एडमिनिस्ट्रेट भी करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, प्रॉपर एक कॉन्टिन्यूअस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन भी रिक्वायर्ड होगा। फ्रीक्वेंट सर्वर फेल्योर एंड इश्यूज ऑफ रेगुलर केबल फॉल्ट, ये बहुत बड़ा इशू आता है कि कभी कभी हमारे सर्वर फेल्योर हो जाते हैं या हमारी कोई केबल कट जाती है जिसकी वजह से हम डेटा को एक्सेस नहीं कर पाते, तो ये बहुत बड़ा इशू आता है जिसकी वजह से काफ़ी देर तक हम अपने वर्क को एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कर पाते हैं। ठीक है, तो सर्वर फेल्योर इज अ, तो इसीलिए हमें एक सर्वर के बैकअप के तौर पर दूसरे कई सर्वर्स भी हमेशा स्टैंड बाई मोड में रखने पड़ते हैं। तो ये भी एक कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क का बहुत बड़ा ड्रॉबैक है जो हमें एक्सेस, जो हमारी कॉस्ट को बहुत ही रेस कर देता है। ओके ओके, सो कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क कंपोनेंट्स। ओके, तो कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क के कंपोनेंट्स क्या क्या होते हैं, सी here some essential computer network components are switches। Okay, switches work as a controller which connects computer, printer and other hardware devices within a campus or building। Okay, means if you have to control computer, printers and hardware devices which are connected in some network in a campus, means in a short distance range, so we will use switches to control all these devices। Okay, it allows devices on your network to communicate with each other as well as other networks। Okay, it helps you to share resources and reduce the cost of any organization। Okay, so it helps you to share some resources, means data sharing। Okay, router helps you to connect with multiple networks। Okay, it enables you to share single internet connection with multiple devices। Okay, suppose student कोई वाईफाई राउटर लगा हुआ है and there are say 2-3 persons which want to access that Wi-Fi router for internet access। So router helps you to connect with multiple networks। मल्टीपल नेटवर्क में सपोज 4 यूजर्स हैं, तो वो 4 यूजर्स भी उस राउटर के थ्रू कनेक्ट होकर क्या कर रहे हैं, एक नेटवर्क क्रिएट कर रहे हैं। नेटवर्क मीन्स क्योंकि वो भी डेटा को एक्सचेंज कर रहे हैं, कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं डेटा को कॉन्टिन्यूस। ओके, so router helps you to connect with multiple network। It enables you to share a single internet connection with multiple devices and saves money। This networking component act as a dispatcher। Okay, dispatcher like a postman, which allow you to analyze data sent across a network। It automatically selects the best route for the data to travel and send it on its way। Okay, server, we are very familiar with this term। Servers are the component that hold share programs, files and the network operating system। Server allow you to access resources to all users of the network। Okay, so server is a main computer system where all the data, all these computer software programs, all the required informations are stored in that place. So other users can easily access the required information uh, to the server from the server. Okay. Client means user. Server means main computer center. Client means user. Clients are the computer devices which access and uses the network as well as shared network resources. Means अगर इस सर्वर से सर्वर पर सारे प्रोग्राम जो स्टोर है या डेटा स्टोर है उसको जो एक्सेस कर रहा है क्लाइंट, तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? क्लाइंट। वो क्या है? क्लाइंट, क्योंकि वो इस स्टोर्ड इंफॉर्मेशन को एक्सेस कर रहा है, उसको यूज कर रहा है। ठीक है। ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया मैंने बताया कि ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया मीन्स थ्रू विच वी कैन सेंड आवर डेटा। तो ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया भी टू टाइप्स के होते हैं, वायर्ड और वायरलेस। सो अगर वायर्ड ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया की बात करें तो ट्रांसमिशन मीडिया अगर वायर्ड है हमारा तो कौन कौन सा? कोएक्सियल केबल, ट्विस्टेड पेयर, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर्स। ओके। And access point allow you to connect to the wireless network without cable. Okay. So access point, अगर कहीं पर access point लिखा है that means this is a wireless network, this is a wireless network. Okay. A wireless network allows you to bring new device and provide flexible support to mobile users. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको एग्जांपल दिया स्टूडेंट कि अगर हमारे पास कोई वाईफाई राउटर लगा हुआ है, सपोज आजकल रेलवे स्टेशन पर हाई स्पीड वाईफाई राउटर्स लगे हुए हैं, तो हम सारे क्या करते हैं, उसको वाईफाई कनेक्ट करते हैं एंड हम उस वाईफाई राउटर के थ्रू इंटरनेट को इजीली एक्सेस कर लेते हैं। तो वो क्या कर रहा है? वो हमारे लिए एक एक्सेस पॉइंट है, वायरलेस एक्सेस पॉइंट है इंटरनेट एक्सेस करने का। ठीक है। शेयर डेटा आर द डेटा which is shared between the client and client such as data files, printer, access program, email, software program। अभी मैंने यहाँ पे बताया सर्वर पर सारे प्रोग्राम फाइल स्टोर होते हैं, जिसको क्या करते हैं? क्लाइंट क्या करता है? सर्वर के थ्रू उस इंफॉर्मेशन को एक्सेस करता है, तो वो शेयर डेटा, वो वही शेयर डेटा है। ठीक है, जिसको क्लाइंट एक्सेस कर रहा है सर्वर से। नेटवर्क इंटरफेस कार्ड सेंड receive data and control data flow between the computer and network. Network NIC card, network interface card is very important to communicate, to connect your computer to any network। अगर आपके सिस्टम डिवाइस में नेटवर्क इंटरफेस कार्ड नहीं होगा तो आप किसी भी नेटवर्क से कनेक्ट नहीं हो सकते। ठीक है। लोकल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इंस्टॉल्ड ऑन योर डिवाइस। ओके। टू जिसमें बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स होंगे जो आपकी डिवाइस को अदर नेटवर्क से कनेक्ट होने में हेल्प करते हैं। ओके। नेटवर्क ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम ये हमारे सर्वर पर इंस्टॉल होते हैं जो डेटा ट्रैफिक एंड क्लाइंट्स को एक्सेस प्रोवाइड करते हैं कि क्लाइंट को इजीली विदाउट एनी डिफिकल्टी डेटा वो इजीली एक्सेस कर सके। ओके। प्रोटोकॉल, आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू व्हाट इज प्रोटोकॉल। हब is a device that splits network connection into multiple computers. Okay, so hub is a device installed in the computer labs, computer centers to connect the single internet connection into multiple computers. Okay, through wired, this is a wired connection, a wired transmission media. Hub is a wired transmission media. Okay. It acts as a distribution center, so whenever a computer requires any information from computer or from the network, it sends the request to the hub through the hub. I have told you this is a wired transmitter. So see here, through a cable. Here all the requests send the request to the hub through a cable. The hub will receive the request and transmit it to the network. Okay, LAN cable. LAN cable is a local area network cable, and we are very familiar with this term LAN cable. We all are using very frequently. LAN cable is also called Ethernet, and sometimes we call as data cable. It is used for connecting a device to the internet. Okay, internet means our device connected with the help of this LAN cable through this through some modem or through some other device. Okay, OSI. OSI is very, very, very important. And it is stand for Open System Interconnection. It is a reference model which allows you to specify standards for communication. Means data communication में जितना भी कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा है उसके लिए जितने भी स्टैंडर्ड्स डिफाइन किए गए हैं कि किस लेयर पर कौन सा स्टैंडर्ड एंड डेटा ट्रांसमिशन कैसे होगा, वो सारे स्टैंडर्ड्स डिफाइन होते हैं ओएसआई मॉडल के थ्रू। ठीक है, तो ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है और बहुत ही बड़ा टॉपिक है। तो इसको अगर स्टूडेंट्स आप लोग अगर रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि मैं इस पर एक वीडियो बना के आपको इसको समझाऊं, तो मैं डेफिनेटली इस पर एक वीडियो बनाऊंगा। बट अगर आप लोग कहेंगे तभी। ओके, एंड सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज टाइप्स ऑफ नेटवर्क। सो स्टूडेंट्स, मैंने आपको बताया कि कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क हम लोग कई तरीके से डिजाइन कर सकते हैं। सो कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क कई तरीके के होते हैं, जैसे लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क्स। Local area networks or LAN is a network that connects computer within a limited area. Suppose if we have constructed a small network within the college building. Suppose if we have designed a computer network in within our campus like a NIT campus, so that will be a local area network. Okay, so this might be in a school or office or even in a home. Its a range its range is within 100 meters. Okay, so within 100-meter range, if we constructed any computer network, that will be a local area network. Metropolitan area network. Metropolitan area are the network that stretch across a region. The size region of the across a region, the size of metropolitan area. Metropolitan area network is a series of connected LANs in a city, which might also connect to a wide area network. Okay, so see, suppose its range is within 10 kilometers. Suppose if we have to if we have if we have constructed a computer network within the city, within the main city, and so means we have connected many local area networks, and connect that all the local area networks to the wide area networks. Okay, so it will construct a metropolitan area network. Okay, metropolitan area will the network constructed within the under 10-kilometer area. Okay, within the main city or within the particular region. Okay, so okay, next is wide area network. A wide area network is that covers a geographical area larger geographical area. Okay, its range is within 1000 kilometer. It is a very huge range. Okay, so if any network is constructed for a very large geographical area, suppose if we have to design any computer networks for this suppose Uttar Pradesh. So this is a very large geographical area. Okay, for Delhi. So it is a large like if we have to design a computer network for the Himalayas regions. So it is a very large geographical area. Okay, so that area will and in that area we will construct a wide area networks. Okay, because these are the large geographical areas. So next is global area network. Okay, so a global area network is a worldwide network uh, that connects networks. all over the globe, such as internet. Its range, it covers entire Earth. Okay, so on this Earth, all the computer networks are connected through global area networks. Okay, so we can communicate. We are sitting here in the Kennedy campus, and if we want to communicate with the USA embassy, so we can easily communicate with the global area network. Okay. Okay, so next topic is computer network topology. This is very important. Okay, so how we connect a computer and how we construct a computer network. Okay, so geometric representation of how the computers are connected to each other is known as topology. So what is topology? How we connect computers to each other, and this is known as topology. So there are five types of topology, that is mesh, star, bus, ring, and hybrid topology. Okay, types of topology: mesh topology, star topology, bus topology, ring topology, and hybrid topology. So what is mesh topology? See, this is the network architecture of mesh topology. Means here all the compute, every computer is connected to the all the other computers. See here, this computer is connected to this computer, this computer, this computer, and this computer. Suppose uh, here there are five computers. Okay, so each computer is connected to the remaining four computers. Okay, so this is a very complex computer network. Okay, but this has many advantages. Okay, like that, no data traffic issue, as there is a dedicated link between two devices, which means the link is only available for those two devices. Very good. uh, Mesh topology is reliable and robust, as failure of one link does not affect the other link and the communication between the other devices on the network. Means कोई भी लिंक फेलियर हो जाएगी तो उससे बाकी के कम्युनिकेशन पर कोई इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा. ठीक है. So fault detection is very easy. Mesh topology is very secure because point to point link, thus unauthorized access is not possible. See here point to point connection है, तो कोई unauthorized access का भी कोई चांस नहीं है. तो ये टोपोलॉजी कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क में बहुत ही यूजफुल है. ओके, so there are so many disadvantages, okay, of the mesh topology. And see here, number of wires required to connect each system is tedious and headache, since each device needs to be connected with other device. Number of input output ports requires use, because here, see, number of input output ports requires very huge, because if there are so many computers, so it requires many input output ports. Scalability issues, because a device cannot be connected with large number of devices with a dedicated point-to-point link. Okay, this is a very important uh, issue. Okay, so next topology is star topology. See here, all the computers are connected hub through a hub. And what is hub? I have already told you. Okay, this hub is connected to the network, and all the computers will communicate through this hub, through this single network. Okay, so see here, this structure is like a star, so this is a star topology. Okay, okay, so advantage of star topology: it is less expensive because each device only needs one input output ports. Easier to install, less number of cables required because each device needs to be connected with the hub only. Okay, and robust, it yes, easy to fault detection because link can be easily identified. Yes, it is very good advantage of the using star topology. So disadvantages of star topology: if a hub goes down, everything goes down. This is the very big drawback of star topology, because if hub goes to down, none of the device can work without the hub. So this is the major drawback. Hub requires more resources and regular maintenance because it is the center of the system of the star topology. Okay, so these are the two major disadvantage of using star topology. Now next is bus topology. Bus topology, here this is a master cable, this is a main cable, this is a main cable, and these are the drop lines. Okay, so here main network is all the computers are connected through drop lines through the main cable. Okay, so this is a very simple way to construct a bus topology. Okay, here in bus topology there are a main cable. This is a main cable, and all the devices are connected this main through drop lines. I have told you all the computers are connected through the drop lines. Okay, there is a device called tab that connects the drop line here. These joints are called tabs. These joints are called tabs. These are tabs that connects the drop line to the main cable. Since all the data is transmitted over the main cable, there is a limit of drop lines and distance a main cable can have. Okay, so advantage of bus topology is easy installation. You have seen that it is very easy to construct a bus topology network. Less cable required than the mesh and star topology. Okay, so disadvantage of bus topology, it is difficult in fault detection. So it is very difficult to detect any fault if occurred in the bus topology computer network. Not scalable because it has some limitations how much computers we can connect to the main line through the drop lines. Okay, so this is a major drawback of the bus topology. Now next is ring topology. See here all the computers have connected through the and create a ring form. So it is known as a ring topology. Okay, see all the computers are connected through the means all every computer is connected to the its neighbor computers. Neighbor means neighbor two computers. Every computer or device is connected to its neighbor device. Okay, neighbor only two device. Okay, so this will create a ring form. In in ring topology, each device is connected with the two devices on the other either side of it. There are two dedicated points to point link a device has with the device on the either side of it. This structure form a ring, thus it is known as ring topology. If a device want to send data to the another device, then it sends the data in one direction. Each device in the ring topology has a repeater. If the received data is intended for the device, then the repeater forward this data until it is intended to the device received. See, in ring topology, data will be transferred in either clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction, but it follow a definite direction. Okay, and every computer node has a repeater which regenerates the signal and boost the signal strength. Okay, until the message signal will received by the its receiver. Okay, so advantage of ring topology is easy to install. It is you have seen that it is very easy to install and managing. And disadvantage of ring topology is a link failure can fail entire network. Oh, this is the very major drawback of the ring topology. And data traffic issue. Yes, it is one of the major drawback of the using ring topology. Okay, So next is hybrid topology. It is very important, hybrid topology, and we all are using nowadays hybrid topologies. Hybrid topology means it is a combination of two or more topology. Like if we have constructed a computer network by using a star, it is entering topology. So it is known as hybrid topology. Okay, so but it has many advantages and disadvantages. So what advantage is, we can choose the topology based on the requirement. Okay, so here scalability is our concern, so that we can use a star and star topology instead of bus topology. It's scalable, as we can further connect our computer network with the existing network with the different topologies. So we can we can explore our network with the other, we can connect our network with the other computer network by using different topologies or same topologies. Okay, so uh, this is scalable, this is a scalable topology. Okay, disadvantage of hybrid topology is means fault detection is very difficult. Okay, because here two or more topologies are connected in the same computer network. So if any fault is occurred, so it is very difficult to detect that fault within the network. Installation is very difficult. Okay, design is very complex, so maintenance is high, thus it is very expensive. Okay, so if we will connect two or more topologies, so its design will be very complex to maintain. Okay, so these are the drawbacks of hybrid topology. Okay, okay, I hope students you have understand the what is computer networks, what are the components of computer network, what are the types of various types of computer network, what are the topologies used in the computer network. I hope you will understand. Okay, if you still you feel any difficulty, then pause this video and go back to the few minutes ago and watch it again. Okay, okay, students. Thank you.